Imagine a league built by the people, for the people. A league dedicated to the economic development of your city. So the question becomes, how good are the 32 teams that play in the minor football league? Well, there's only one way to find out. You have to experience the MFL.
Welcome to another edition of Inside the MFL. I'm your host, Dr. Richard D. Myles Sr., CEO, Chairman, and Founder of the Minor Football League. I want to say to everybody, this is a Monday. We're doing a special edition of Inside the MFL because, as you know, season greetings, the Christmas holiday coming in. So I thought we'd do a special show on Monday as opposed to Wednesday when we normally come on Wednesday and Friday. I got my co-host today, Lisa, the dance team director, is doing a fantastic job. How you doing today, Lisa?
Hey, good afternoon. How's everything?
Everything is fine. Are you all ready for Christmas? Let me do my wellness check first. How you doing? How you feeling? How everybody feeling? How everybody doing?
Doing great. Feeling good. Everything's going well. Like you said, getting ready for the holidays. Happy holidays to everyone and to you and yours. Just staying safe. This is going to be a quiet holiday this year.
Absolutely. But we want to thank we thank the man above because he made it possible that we are here because we know what's going on with that COVID pandemic is really rough out here. And I went to a friend of mine funeral today that died from it this morning. So it's serious, and I want people to understand and take this serious and don't try to do more than what you should do. Listen to the doctors. I mean, don't be around a lot of people. Please just wear the daggone mask. Wear the mask because you don't know who's around. You might have it. But also, I just want to reach out to you, Lisa, and say you're doing a fantastic job. Every time you never cease to amaze me. You always, it just goes to show you that we're still working hard when other people still in neutral. The MFL is still going. So tell me, what's the latest and greatest that's going on with you, Lisa? I see the different flyers that you're making for the dance team. Tell us a little bit about it. Tell MFL Nation about it, Lisa.
Yeah, absolutely. We are getting ready for the 2021 season, and so been working hard and starting to spread the news to everyone and letting everyone know that we're going to have dance auditions for the MFL team. So I'll be coming to your area very soon. We'll have, hopefully we'll have some release dates out soon. But just the girls can start to register. They can start to inquire and find out and learn a little bit about the MFL. We have 16 teams here in the U.S. that we're looking for about 30 dancers for each team, which is, that's a great number of girls to have. Or male dancers, so men and women, to come out and audition for the MFL. We're looking forward to a great season. It's a great team, and we're looking to put on professional halftime shows for the audience. I mean, what's a game without halftime,
Absolutely. As you know, Dr. Pat Freeman up there in Rochester, New York, he can't wait to get started. He already got his people in place for their halftime shows and everything. And as you know, the Chiefs will be paying him a visit up there. And I know he's watching along with the other GMs that's a part of the MFL Nation. But the MFL is the laboratory of change. And, like I said, Lisa, you're always doing a lot of great things. I mean, the flyers that's going out all over the social media and all around the country and across over there in Africa. Great. I mean, it let the girls understand that we are getting ready for this. This will pass, but we still want to do what's right in terms of doing the right thing as far as your mask and keep your social distancing, because that's very important. But I also want to point out the thing that you're putting in place. In the MFL, we get calls all the time, and we tell the young men we have to be absolutely sure that it's safe before we start doing the combine, although they will be controlled, where we bring certain guys in the time where you have that distance. We will test the guys on the site, as you will be, when the girls come in. But more importantly, it's a great opportunity, and we want people to understand that the MFL is here. We're excited about it. All the different, all across the country is excited about what we're doing, and they always want to see what we're doing next, Lisa. And you never fail to do something to keep everybody and keep us relevant as the league itself and as a whole. But, we want to make sure that it's safe out there, and we tell all our GMs they're doing a great job, that we want them to understand that, time, we want to make sure things are done right. I was always taught when I was young, things are done by halves and not ever done right. So we want to make sure we do things right. We keep these people as safe as possible, along with you, Lisa, and your staff and our staff. Before we go out there, we don't want nobody catching them, because one person catch COVID-19, that's one too many for us. So we don't deal with that. So, we want to make sure that we're in compliance of what we're supposed to do in terms of this pandemic that's out here. And we just want to be safe, Lisa.
Absolutely. And that has always been the priority, which is why we've waited so long and we've not put out dates, because it's kind of the worst thing to say, hey, I'll be there, we're going to have auditions in January. And then just to disappoint people, you get the hype up and you're promising to show up somewhere. We don't want to do that, because we really do take the safety of everyone into consideration. And that's our main thing, is that everyone is safe. Even once we do, like you mentioned, once we do start having auditions and combines, we're going to be taking every effort to continue to practice, wearing the masks and keeping the social distancing and the things that we need to do to make sure that whoever's attending that day is safe, which is one of the reasons why I think it's really important for the dancers to know that they should pre-register, because I, as a dancer, have been on many dance calls, and they're like a cattle call. So you're there, you're told the auditions for 8 o'clock in the morning for women, and then men at 3, but you show it up at 8 o'clock and you're number 75 on the list. So you're waiting all day. It's like being there. It's like a full-time job. You lose a whole day of work when you go to audition. We are trying to be respectful of everyone's time. So therefore, our auditions will be by appointment. So we will be setting up slots so the dancers know, hey, your time is between this time and this time. You're in, we get you done, we see you, and then you're done, you're gone, you're free for the rest of the day. Really, just so I encourage everyone to register in advance. Once we do put the dates out, the girls will have a deadline to register. Anyone who registers after will be seen if time permits, if we have time, because I think we're going to have a large turnout, Dr. Myles. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to meet all the GMs in person. I know we've all been communicating and sharing our, posts and flyers, and I've been trying to make sure that I cover everyone and, not just be biased because I'm out here in New York. I plan to make sure that all of the teams have an excellent and superb group of dancers for their team to perform.
Absolutely. I know you will do that, Lisa, and I know you are ready to go. I'll catch you sometime, in your travels. I try to make it my place to get to some of them, but I'm not going to really get out there, because I know you want to get things in order, and you're going to all these different cities and these different states, and the GMs are looking forward to it, along with a lot of young ladies that's looking forward to meeting you and try out for these dance teams because they understand the significance and they understand the fact that this is a great opportunity for them as well, because it's something that you normally don't find outside of college or professional football. The MFL, the laboratory of change, we're giving these young ladies an opportunity to get ready. You stay here with the MFL, or you can go into the other league, when you feel better, because we did have, when you feel that, Lisa feel that you're ready to take that next step. I feel that our team's always been just as good as everybody else's team, but when the ladies did go try for the other league teams, they had no problem in making them. So, we understand, Lisa understand the look, what they look for, what they want in these young ladies. So this is no better place to learn all that right now. And if I overstate it or sound a broken record, that's why the MFL is a laboratory of change. We want people to understand that for all of you college individuals, and congratulations on graduating and stuff. And I know y'all excited and ready to do some things, and don't get cabin fever just yet. Understand what we're facing and understand the fact that this is a time that you want to be with your family and loved ones, but you also have to keep in mind that you have to do a certain amount of that social distancing. We know people are not going to do it, but at least protect yourselves and protect your loved ones, because I want you to know this is serious, and we want them to understand that the laboratory of change is exactly what we mean with the MFL. So we are serious about this. So if you go into it a little more, Lisa, and the things that we want these young people to prepare, and some of the things that you want them to come and be prepared for.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing that everyone should understand is, though it's a minor football league, you are working with professionals who have been in the industry. So you're gaining great knowledge, and it's a great opportunity to practice and hone your skills. Like I said, once things open up and auditioning starts to kick off, there are only so many spots available. Same thing with players. There's only so many players that are going to get taken. So, you're not practicing your art, then it's kind of just gets a little stale. So this is a great opportunity. Everyone should really take advantage, come out, experience the MFL, get some great training from some great coaches. And, we are here, and the games are as challenging as if you were watching pro games. So, these are the players who, may have been overseen for some reason, or maybe just had a bad day on their day of tryouts, which happens to us all. So don't be fooled. It's affordable. The minor football league and what you have brought, Dr. Myles, is affordable entertainment for families. So families in the community can come out and participate in professional great game and actually experience that, which many of them can't, because as you get tickets for, any pro game. It's very expensive and it's costly. Not all the families can do that. So, this gives a great opportunity for people to experience and to see this in their community is something that, is really unheard of, and it brings economic development to the communities, offers people jobs if they want to work behind the scenes, So really, I think what you have done with the MFL and bringing this forward is something that's really great. We are really all excited for this upcoming season. We've been working diligently this has not been time off. It's been planning. So we're ready to go. And for the dancers, I want dancers who have experience and training, but we're also looking for models, because we do a lot of ambassadorships. We do community work where, they may be going out while some of the dancers are at the game. So this gives an opportunity for everyone to be involved.
Absolutely. And they get an opportunity to be ambassadors for the MFL and for your dance team, because they have to go out and do the appearances and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And get a chance to meet them. They'll be greet the fans as they come in the gates, perhaps giveaways and stuff. These are the types of things that we do. And we are a developmental league. We're going to develop a lot of players for, you have guys that been on teams that probably won different bowl games, but in this case, we know they didn't go a lot of the colleges. So a lot of these kids get an opportunity to develop their skills, to enhance what they're doing, give them that extra shot in the arm, where it give you an opportunity to play during the football season, because we play during the summer. So our season run from June to August. So it give you an opportunity if you did want to go out and try for the Mobile League. But I want to make it clear to these young men that are coming out of college, we're going to sign over 1,000 some players, perhaps almost close to 2,000 players. Now, the other leagues, you don't know, the other league, professional league, is only two of them, the NFL and the Canadian Football League, is going to sign that many people, because remember now, you have a lot of people there still under contract, Lisa. So it's really not enough room for you young people. But with the MFL, we have an opportunity. We're going to sign 60 players per team. And you add that up, and you're talking about 32 franchises. So you have a great opportunity to be and to play in a franchise in your community. You don't have to leave home. People get an opportunity to see what you're doing. We also do a lot of community service. We also have programs work with at-risk youth. So these things are important to the MFL and what we do. Also have an opportunity for marketing, PR, broadcast journalists, trainers, sports management. You have an opportunity to come to the MFL and us help you with these skills and stuff. And we also want to help players beyond the field, because you can't play football forever. Football is a collision sport. And although we like it and stuff, you can't play, but you get an opportunity to coach, be in the front office. Perhaps we hired one of the youngest GMs, I think, Lisa, with the Maryland Colts. He's 28 years old. He's a native young man from the area and stuff. So, I mean, it just shows to show you that it speaks volume for the league and the things that we're doing to empower people. And like I say, we want to enhance what the community is doing. We're not here to take anything from it. We're not here to ask for any subsidized anything. We definitely want to be about the community. We want to help. We want to do our outreach, education, prevention programs. These are some of the things that the MFL is doing, and we're excited about it. We did have an opportunity, excuse me, with our toy drive this year, which we were excited about. All the GM chipped in money. We got toys and gave them out. We've been doing that for a long time. We didn't have an opportunity to do be a part of the feeding the dinner, the Thanksgiving dinner, along with the program that the mayor and all the different businesses and corporations here in the District of Columbia. So, we have a mayor that's really on point when it comes to community, and Mayor Bowser do a great job, and I can't say enough about her. And just make you glad to be in this area, in the nation capital, one of the most powerful cities in the world. And we have somebody that really reaches out to organizations and people that doing things in the community. And I like that. Those are some of the things that I'm really excited about. And I'm excited about these trips. I know you are, Lisa. I don't know about me as much, but ready to go and everything. And the GMs, they're very excited. We're looking forward to having our GM signing. Well, as you know, all the GMs, along with you, Lisa, people get a chance to meet you in person. Come into the nation capital when we do our GM signing, and they'll get an opportunity to see your smiling face, Lisa, get a chance to meet you. Mm-hmm. It's not open to the public that much because we don't have that much room over there because it's always crowded. When by the time you bring all the GMs in and they bring their wives in and probably one of the coaches or something, it can be pretty packed and you get other dignitaries in there. But these are some of the things that we're excited about doing, and the GM's looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Very excited to meet everyone in person. I feel like I know everyone already, so we've been in touch so often. But I would like to get back to what you said about the athletes and performers. You know, it's very true. There is a limited window of time that you have to play or to perform professionally. And with what we just faced this past year, it's like many people have lost a year of play time or, stage time. And so, and again, like you said, many positions are already filled. They have to make up for the time lost. So there's going to be a lot of people out there who will not be able to perform or may not, get cast for a show or play for a team. So you don't want to continue to sit down and sit in the back. It's best to be out on the field practicing what you do, whether playing or dancing or practicing public relations or working the camera or something like that. It's really a great opportunity for everyone to come out and, just get out there. What you're presenting is something that's great. You don't find that often. And again, the fact that it's within their hometown, within their community, they don't need to get on a plane and travel. As far as the auditions go, if we happen to be in a state where, let's say, you are at that time, but when we're holding the games, you'll be with another team, you can still register in that audition in that state and just let me know ahead of time. I'm auditioning for XYZ team. I'm auditioning for the Chargers or Florida Bears. Even if you're in Virginia or Washington or Maryland at that time. So it really, people don't have to travel. They're within their community working. So it gives them time to go and do other things as well. Like you said, it's a short period of time. It's, from June to August. So most people are hanging out anyhow, just wondering, what am I doing with my time? Maybe doing a summer job that you're not loving, but you love this, you love to play, you love to perform. So why not get involved? The community looks up to performers, they look up to athletes, and there is nothing greater, which is why I think we connect so well, because we both believe in giving back to the community and being grateful for the blessings that we've been given. So the dancers, just like the players, will be out there participating in community time and showing their face and just, and we all do it. So it's not just that we put them, you yourself go out there and do things. I myself give much of my time for free and to, help and share the blessings that I've been given. So, I really think that people, you can't say that you didn't have an opportunity, because here's an opportunity to get involved. So when the end of the summers come and you're sitting on the sideline wondering why you didn't get in again, there's no excuse. Hashtag no excuses.
Absolutely, because like I said, we are the laboratory of change, and we want people to understand. Like I say, this is a special edition to inside the MFL, because MFL Network and Nation. We generally do our show on Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturday morning at 11. But we just want to get this one in, and we want everybody to have a great holiday. I don't know, Lisa, have you had the opportunity to get all your shopping done?
Yes, actually, we managed to get it all in and get it done. We're lucky that we have nieces and nephews who are much older now, so they always like the green, makes it a little bit easy. And then we have those that are really little, so they're really easy. It's when they're in that middle stage and you're trying to figure out what to get them, it's a little difficult. So, but aside from that, it has been very bittersweet year for all of us. I think of all of the families that are struggling and are just, trying to even figure out how they can have some sort of normalcy for their families this season. Not as fortunate as many others, and I don't think that I don't think people realize that the need for everyone to get involved and to contribute one way or another. If you don't have the money and you're struggling financially yourself, just to get out and lend an ear, because there's so many people struggling right now, depression, people who are losing their jobs, out of work, wondering how they're going to pay their bills, small businesses. So support, I hope everyone goes and continues to support, small businesses. After the holiday, I mean, we have this time of year, it's the holiday, everyone's in the spirit, everyone's trying to get through and do the normal thing and be happy during this time. But remember, when the year ends, there's still going to be a lot of people out there that are struggling, and so please continue to support one another. That's what I think is really great, and that's what I think the MFL is all about. It's really, you're always out there, Dr. Myles. I always see you. You always have things that you're posting, involved with the community. So you really walk the walk. You know what I mean? So, and that's what's really important. Is action is really showing what you're all about and what the MFL is all about. So.
Yeah, and we really want people to understand. Materialistic things is good, but as long as you have loved ones that you care about, and sometimes you just want to be with them and thank God for the blessings that you do have. I never worry about what I don't have. I always like to thank God for what I do have. And the camaraderie of meeting the people like yourself, like-minded people like yourself, are part of the organization. And we got some great people here with this organization. We got some great GMs that's doing a yeoman job out there, and they're excited. And sometimes the players get them excited, Lisa, because when players start calling, they, so that's why we send all the jerseys out, the #1 jerseys, for them to sign 2 players. Lisa, I did have a GM. I'm not going to say his name, down in Tennessee. Dr. Myles, I got 3 guys I want to, but more importantly, it just shows you how excited people are about this. I was talking to a young man earlier before I got on the show, and he was talking about how refreshing and how excited he is about the MFL, and he's there in East Texas, but he's excited about the MFL and all the things that we're doing. And he excited. He can't wait to try out. But he do understand that what's going on with this pandemic, because we want everybody to be responsible. Football is football. You have loved ones that you have to be very watchful and very mindful of, because you could catch it and give it to them, or they can have it and give it to you. So let's be a little more responsible. I tell everybody, maybe it's the chaplain in me, I tell them God's in charge. You're not in charge. We may think we're in charge, Lisa, but we're not in charge. So, things gonna happen when God wants them to happen, and no sooner than that. So want to push the tape, and as you hear people all say, well, we want to get back to normalcy. This is the norm. This is the norm. And the more people realize that, the better off we will be, because things are, it's going to get better by the help of the Lord, but at his own time. And I tell people, we 6 months out from the season. That's a long time. So we each day things get a little better, Lisa. So that's something you can look forward to. So we on time. That was the whole reason why I didn't go this year when this thing happened. I didn't want to take the chance with these young men, or you, Lisa, or any of the staff, to go out there and play football, because football is not that important to us. The development of the player, the person, be it football or in any part of the MFL nation, what we're doing as far as community service, doing marketing, whatever. We concerned about this, our GM. So it's not just football with us. We're in the business of football, but that's not all we do. Economic development. These are some of the things we want to do. Jobs going to be needed. Okay, we're playing games. That's going to require people. You're gonna have to hire people to do certain things. You have football players playing football, but they can't do the concession. They can't clean up afterward. There's a lot of things they can't do. They can only do one thing. And I used to always say to people, as remarkable as I am, Lisa, I can only do one thing and do it well. I can't do two. So, you need people to help do these things, to help push these things together. So I'm excited about that. And I'm also can't say enough about what you're doing. And for the most part, all of the GMs, because they're all doing a great job. They're doing a lot of great things in the different prospective cities and the different states that we're in, Lisa, and even you up there, I mean, you ready to go, but you have to be very mindful of what's, this entails. Like, I talked to Dr. Pat Freeman doing a great job up there. He's one of the first owners. I'm excited about that. Where Dr. Eubanks, she's gonna be the first woman owner. Okay, we also got the owner that get ready to purchase the North Carolina Oilers. So we're excited about that. We got people in place that we're talking about the Texas Steelers, in San Antonio. So, we are talking to people now. And don't forget, we still dealing with our franchises in Africa, which we know things going to be pretty much. Dr. Charles Alawale doing a great job, in terms of getting us ready for that. We know we can't. We were supposed to go, and he was saying, I say, Dr. Alawale, I'm not going. I'm not going yet. Well, we got to be there. Dr. Myles, I said, no, because the way the pandemic was going on at the time, we probably wouldn't be able to get back into the country. Lisa.
That's true.
Take that chance. I said, well, we'll wait, before we go over there, but we're coming over there. So everybody's excited about the fact that we are coming there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want people to be misinformed and stuff, but we're excited about that. We're excited about Africa. We're excited about Nigeria, Egypt, Sierra Leone, these different countries over there. As you know, Africa got 50 countries over there. You know what I mean? And taking 16 franchises. So some of the countries not going to get them. So, and we're working very diligent with the powers that be over here. Some countries we can't talk to. Some of them are blacklisted. So we have to be very careful. There's a lot of things that we're doing right now out of sight to prepare us for going over there, because I'm excited. They're excited about that, but American football is international now, and I know soccer is the big thing over there in most European countries, but American football is getting to be national. But we get ready to make sure it's a universal sport. Everybody like it. But we want to also give other people opportunity to own these franchises in other countries. So that's what's so unique about the MFL and the things that we're doing, Lisa. And I'm excited about it. And Dr. Mel Forbes, he's doing a great job, our Chief Strategy Officer. Joyce, they doing a great job. It's just so much to do. And if you try to do everything at the last minute, then, somewhere or another thing's going to be, not going to be in place. So that's why we had good people. Like I always tell people, I would like to take all the credit. But, no, the organization is very big, and we got some great people. And I always like to acknowledge all the people that we have working here with the MFL, and we want them to know how much we appreciate them. We want them to know how much we know all the different all the work that they are doing in this time, because these are some trying times right now. But it's not that we're trying to forget them or act like they don't exist, but that doesn't make you come to a complete stop in what you're doing. I tell people all the time, thank God for social media, Lisa, because I'm telling you, with this social media, we do all kinds of things. Now I'm talking to Lisa up there in New York.
That's right.
Each other without getting in there, going up there, taking a chance, catching the cobra.
Right.
We, I talked to the GM. I was excited about talking to Sean up there in Philadelphia. The great thing, we could talk to people in Texas. We could talk to people all down in Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida. We could talk to these people in Oklahoma and not really put ourselves in danger in terms of being out there in that pandemic. That's the thing about social media. So when people talk about you want to get back to the norm, this is the norm. And
right.
All of this is great. I'm getting to understand how to work these computers and laptops. So I'm excited, Lisa.
Yeah, no, technology has been a good blessing for us all as far as being able to stay in communication and people being able to work from home. And like you mentioned, you can even speak to people across the country. So across the globe. So, it really has kind of made us all realize how much we rely on technology, and it's great to have, it's good to have, and sometimes it's bad to have. But, getting back to the MFL, we do, it's a great group of GMs, everyone working together. It's a culmination of everyone's efforts that's making this a great league here, and all with your supervision, your vision, and you supervising everyone, and your leadership. So, we're really fortunate to have you, that you actually, you had a vision and you went with it, and that's I give you big applause, for having that courage to step out of the box and follow. And you said, I know this can work, and why not? And you brought it, and here it is. So I think for people, if you really want to know what the MFL is about, you have to experience it. You have to meet GMs. When you meet everyone and you see the group of people that you're interacting with, you will see that it's a great organization and a great league to be a part of. So whether you're playing or working behind the scene, so again, the GMs have been phenomenal, and I know how excited they all are, and they're out there, and they're so helpful, and I know they want to help with the dance team and getting everything going. But we got this. Just keep posting the flyers we all share, and letting everyone know that we're coming. So I can't wait to meet everybody.
Absolutely. And it's all, everything is done in respect, but retrospect, they got to understand. And I tell everybody, it's no confusion or anything. Lisa Central is the dancing director, and that's her job. And we tell everybody, you're gonna have enough problem with running the franchises for me. And I know it wasn't done with any malice or anything like that. They was just trying to do things, trying to help you, but helping you is not needed. Believe me, once they know you, they'll know for themselves it's not needed. You're going to have yours together. And, it's just a testimony to you and the GMs and the like-minded people, individuals that y'all are, that makes things easier for me. And I tell people, they say, well, this is a lot. I'm having fun, Lisa. This is not hard to me. It's work when you're doing something you don't want to do. That's right. I want to do, that I'm happy about, I'm excited about. And with people like yourself and, the GMs, and I can't say enough about Dr. Freeman, he goes above and beyond, and he tell you in a minute, if you cut him, he gonna bleed MFL, I'm gonna bleed that. And this is what I do. And that's somebody that understand what we're doing, understand ownership, legacy. Now you're talking about generational wealth, that he understands this. along with some of the other GMs. And like we told them, I'm gonna make that possible because we don't want no one to just work for us. We want you to own, and that's the key to generational wealth. That's what you pass down to your kids. As you know, Lisa, it's not something that you're very successful with doing. You getting paid a great salary, probably more than you probably made before. But the only thing about that, sometimes people change. You do things change, and you always want to upgrade. You never want to stay stymied in what you're doing. You want to always climb. So, in saying that, I want these GM to own, and that's why the MFL have ownership here. We tell everybody it's time to own. We're talking about legacy here. You're not going to hit the lottery. Like I tell players, you're not going to the NFL, and it's not because you're not good enough, Lisa.
Right.
Not enough. That's right. Room. That's just like I think a lot of young men understand it. And my hats off to Deion Sanders doing a good job down Jackson State. But now what we've been saying for a long time, why go to a big school and sit on the bench for 4 years when you can go to another school and start and play? Now people can actually see what you can do as opposed to you playing 4 years, 5 at a major school. They might have went to several bowls and stuff, but how much did you contribute? You know what I mean? How much did you contribute? So now when you want to take off and get an opportunity, you want to go playing in somebody's camp or something, what have you done? Let's look at your skills because you're there. And you don't want to be a fixture on the wall, as you know. You want to be a part of, you want to be a part of it. I would not wear a championship ring if I didn't earn it. I mean, it's just living a fantasy, a hope. That's not. If you didn't earn it, then it just don't feel right. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm different. But here you got an opportunity to play. You got an opportunity to develop your skills. This is the developmental league. We want to bring former players, and that go with former players that played in that other league. We have an opportunity to give you. There's no glass ceiling here in terms of all the things that we're doing. GM position, head coaching job. More importantly, ownership. These are ownership.
Yeah.
What I mean? You can get paid nice money, but when you don't own something, you don't own it. And understand about money, I've never seen a Briggs truck behind I've never seen a Briggs truck behind a hearse, meaning you can't take it with you. So you want to leave legacy, and you want to pass things to your kids. And that way that we won't be left out. And I tell people all the time, we got to understand legacy. We need to pass down and stop worrying about what somebody's not doing in their league. You can't tell people what to do in their league. Lisa, that was something you never fan of. No, you can't tell them what to do with their league. So what you do is, here's a league for the people and by the people.
There you go. Right, exactly.
Your city and state. So that's all we're saying here. We're not knocking nothing, my hats off to them, gave me an opportunity. My hat's off to the Canadian Football League. But now you have a league here, a viable league. You ain't got to go nowhere. We want you to stay here where you still have relevancy in your community. And it's not just playing football.
That's right.
We have positions for community liaisons. We have all kinds of positions here. And we want to teach people how to be people that's doing things in the community, Lisa. That's what makes me so excited about the MFL and what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're doing a phenomenal job, And like you said, there are so many different organizations, and it's not that you're competing. You're doing your own thing, which is amazing. And everyone can coexist out there because there's so many people, there's so many athletes, there's so many performers, and there's so many people who need work. So here we are providing an opportunity and for people to be able to work, to play, to perform, to do the things that they want to do. If you're practicing journalism, it's a great opportunity, a great internship.
Absolutely.
the springboard to your next thing. So it's really a great thing to provide and to bring to the communities that you would never have seen anyone taking that chance to do that, to come out and say, I'm bringing this to your community. Always it's in a flourishing city or, where people are in abundance. But now we are actually going to be in communities where people never have ever thought in their mind that they would have this kind of opportunity to participate in any way, even if it's just coming to have a season tickets to 5 games. It's unheard of. So really, I think that it's long overdue. It's coming. The MFL, like you said, it brings opportunity, franchise ownership. If you ask Dr. Pat Freeman, did he ever think that he would be the owner of a football team? I don't think,
Absolutely.
I mean, just a year ago, where was his thoughts? I don't think in his mind he would have ever thought that he'd be owning a team in New York. So, I think really what the MFL is doing is amazing. It's something that I believe in myself. It's something that I practice with my own business. And so I think that's why, we just mesh and we really work well together. We have the same mindset, even though we both come from different backgrounds. You're an athlete in one way and I'm an athlete in another way, but just have that same vision, that same mission, and we care about people. So I think we really have been practicing and putting things together, and I think we're going to be really well prepared. We are coming into a new year with new hope. I know people are getting vaccinated, but everyone has to remember that they must continue to practice wearing the masks, because not everyone is getting vaccinated. It's still going to be some time. I think I heard something on the news today somewhere that they were saying that the virus had mutated, so they're shutting down again in another country, but not within the U.S. though. So we still have a battle that we're up against, and that's why the MFL. We're moving forward, but we're doing it cautiously because we want to make sure that we do the right thing for the people who are all involved. So everyone just wear your mask, continue to practice, and help and protect other people. It's not just about you.
Absolutely. It's not about you, but going back to what you said, yes, I had Doc, that question was put before him. He was on the show in California, but believe it or not, he was ready for something like this all his life. Actually get an opportunity to own a professional franchise. I mean, it was just never. You talk to Chancellor, you think about her, a woman.
Yeah, Dr. Eubanks, yeah.
Thinking about owning, never. Never, the guy get ready, and the people get ready to buy the orders down in North Carolina, but they see it. They see it. This is an opportunity that I would never get under any other circumstance.
Right.
So when people think they can't do something, they can do it. It's a matter of sitting down at the table and getting the deal done. And I think they understand that. But the impact of that and the generational wealth from it, it's just, then you don't have to worry about, can you go into certain places? They already have a seat at the table for you,
Right.
And
right.
he's doing a great job. She's doing a great job. It's a heck of a thing, as you own your business and you've been a business owner for a long time. You can attest to this. It's a heck of a feeling when you own something. It's one thing to work somewhere, making a great salary, but the mindset is, it's not yours. It's not yours. So when you know it's yours, it takes a whole new different perspective, a whole different, it's more, you just care about it more because it's yours.
Absolutely.
Pride,
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you have to be driven. Ownership is not for everyone. Let's face it. There's some people who just want to go do what they do and then leave and be done. I think people who are ownership, who are entrepreneurs, are driven. They are the type of people who can't sit still, who are always doing something, because let me tell you that it's a lot of work. And Dr. Pat Freeman puts in a lot of hours. When he says 24/7, it's 24/7, but you really love what you're doing. So, it's not like you're doing a job that you don't enjoy. So if you love it, it's a great opportunity, and it's set up so pretty much you have provided the manual. This is the order of things that you need to do to be successful. Now you just have to do it, and you need to put it forward, and you need to practice it. And so it is very possible. And Dr. Pat Freeman is a great example of that, as far as going from GM to now owner.
Absolutely. And what I like about the people I have around me, and I always tell people, if you're the smartest person in your organization, then you have a problem, buddy. You know what I mean? So you have to have and as you say, ownership is not for everybody. We're the type of people like yourself. We dare to be different. And a lot of people settle, they happy with going to work 9 to 5. They're gonna complain the whole time, but they're so regimental that they do that. But me, I just dare to be different. I can't do that. And as you stated, no, it's hard. And anybody tell you it's easy, it's not, because you're gonna fall more times than you're gonna get up. But you have to decide whether you're gonna lay there or you're gonna get up. And that's me. I'm just one of those type of guys. I think of myself as a maverick, which I don't even like the Cowboys or nothing to do with the Cowboys. But I tell them, a maverick is someone that I'm the type of guy, I'll worry about getting back when I get there, Lisa, but I'm going to do so good, won't be no need for me to come back. That's the type of individual that I am. I'm one of them type, I don't believe that I can't do something. That gives me all the more reason and give me all the more push to show that I can accomplish this and do these things. So I'm definitely excited about this. I'm excited about y'all being aboard. I'm really I can't say enough about you, Lisa. I like Lisa. I mean, it was just a friendship when I first met you in our conversation with you, because I do not have to micromanage. And then again, you should not want to have people in position that you have to micromanage. I don't even worry about you, not saying that in a negative way. I don't worry about you because I know you're going to do what's supposed to be done. That's your department. So when you got good people in different departments doing certain things, and as you say, I'll set the script. All you have to do is follow it. And that's the easy thing about it. But you still have to have people, certain people, because some people, everybody's not a leader, as you know. Some people think they're leaders and they're followers. You're a leader, and people will follow you. And that's the type of people that I have with us. These GM, these are people that people look up to, and they will follow. And you know the old saying, you build it, they'll come. So these are the things that I'm excited about, having people like yourself, like-minded people aboard here. You know exactly what you're doing. I don't have to tell you anything. Lisa, and I know it's done. Dr. Freeman, man, he'll tell you, I've been ready for this all my life. Just waiting for the, and I tell people all the time, and I know, timing is everything. Opportunities come once in a lifetime. It's not a question whether we get it or not. It's what we do with it when we confronted with it. Some of us let it slip through our hands and we talk about what we should have and could have done. And some of us take the bull by the horn and we go forth with it. So I'm excited, Lisa, about what we're doing. I'm excited about the way all this falls together. Like I tell everybody, I'm a puzzle. I collect the pieces as I go. I got some great pieces here, and they all came together right now. So
Yeah.
we just really, really excited about the MFL. You want to tell people how they get in? We got some few minutes, Lisa. Tell them how they can get in contact with you, Lisa, and just give them a little synopsis of what you expect and what the ladies need to do to get ready for this dance.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, you're going to see more and more that I'll be posting, and I'm going to now start separating and focusing on each state so people know when we're going. And that will, once we have our dates solidified, that will be out there. So continue to follow the MFL, stay up to date. You can find me on Instagram at LiveFitK. That's LIVFITK. I'm constantly updating and just saying, hey, we're coming. Once dates are out for each state. The question is, which state am I going in first? So that'll be interesting to see. Been thinking about that. They also can go on MFLishere.com and learn about the MFL. There's a registration page there where they can just send and sign up. This way I can contact you, or you can contact me at livefitk@gmail.com. That's LIVFITK@gmail.com. I'm always responding back to people as soon as, I try to get back to them within an hour, 24 hours, within a day or so. If I don't get back to you, it's because I didn't get your message. So then reach out again. Dr. Myles is great with always responding to people. For the dancers, again, keep your training up. Register early because I have a feeling that we're going to have a big turnout. We've been getting a lot of inquiries and a lot of ladies inquiring about the dance team. So you want to get your registrations in once we open up New York right now. People can register at RochesterChargersMFL.com. The ladies can go and register for the dance team. And I will follow up, and then everyone will get a slot, like I said, an appointment time to come in. So we're looking forward to this season, and hopefully if we get out there early enough, maybe we'll be able to do a few workshops for some people who are wondering what the MFL is all about and what the MFL dance team is all about. So we'll be bringing that to the areas as well. So I'm really looking forward to this season. I just hope everyone continues to stay safe and take care of your bodies, take care of your minds, get involved, stay active, and have a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you. And you have I'm going to say Merry Christmas to you now.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody. And I want to tell everybody you can contact the MFL on our website, MFLishere.com. We're on all the social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And I want to tell people that really, and LinkedIn. So I want everybody to understand that, thank you for tuning in. You've been listening to another edition of Inside the MFL. I'm your host, Dr. Richard Myles Sr., and I'll see you next week. Have a nice holiday.